All right, so here we go. I think it records anyways, but I would just want to make sure that we're up here. Um, wait after commercial, and we'll get it going.
Gotta love those commercials.
Yeah, you gotta. So, Liam, welcome everybody. This is Alive with Liam. Liam, tell me your story. Tell me what's going on, brother.
Well, right now, uh, some people know my story. Some people around the world don't know my story at all. From 2023, I have been battling with heart failure, and what they've told me is 3 to 5 years at best back then. They were really worried and concerned at first due to everything that was going on with complications that I may have a few days, but I got past that part at the same time. So right now, I'm currently in stage B heart failure. We are waiting to do the LVAD and eventually go to the transplant, is where I'm currently at. Um, there are many trips that I'm going to have to take to the Mayo and to Cleveland Heart at the same time for the next round of testing and to get the LVAD implanted.
Okay, so with that being said, tell me some of the problems that you've had in the past year at least.
The last year's complications I have been in now twice this last year for a massive surgery going into the RCA and going into the left main valve. Complications has arisen while they were going to try to do a quadruple bypass, but they had to scrap that completely due to the heart tissue and the muscle not being in the right areas for regeneration.
Okay, okay. So right now, you told me you were trying to get on a list, right? What's the list that you're trying to get on?
So the list that we are trying to obtain right now is for the full heart transplant. We are on the LVAD right now
Okay,
in order to go from the LVAD to the full heart transplant. But the only way I'm going to be able to obtain that full heart transplant is by having the 2% funding, which is a total of $26,000 out of $1.89 million funding.
okay. So and you need to have this raised by
The
the
30th of July.
the 30th of July. So we have less than 60, well, a little bit more than 60 days, right?
Yes, sir.
Okay. So we're gonna see if we can ask as many people to share the GoFundMe and to offer all the support that we can. Now, where are you, Liam? Where are you out of?
I'm located in Oklahoma.
In Oklahoma? All right. So, yeah, so everyone, let's see if we can help Liam. I'm gonna get the GoFundMe. It's gonna be, and I'm gonna post it on all platforms, and I expect everyone else to do the same and see if we can help him come up with this 2% um, of the funds that he needs. And that's what we're
You're
going to
right.
try to do.
Another major issue that I've been having in the last 6 months is in order to get to the Mayo Hospital at Rochester, Minnesota. Travel time, expenses, hotel when I'm not in the cardiac unit there at the Mayo that are not covered outside of that realm,
Yeah.
which we've calculated that currently to 1503 a trip.
So you you need as much help as you can because you're not working at the moment, correct?
Correct, and that's due to major corporations' insurance policies, not their medical insurance, but their corporate policies. Where when you check that box and it asks you about lifting 50 pounds or more, they ask you the reason why you cannot, right?
Yeah.
So then they get into the corporate details of, okay, he's in stage D heart failure, but I can still work per se. I can't stand more than, say, 3 to 4, maybe 5 hours a day.
Yeah.
I cannot lift over like 10 pounds currently without my blood pressure dropping. But I mean, if corporate policy would allow me to work, I definitely would. But because of I'm a liability issue for other people, if say I unalive at their place of work and I sign a release of liability for them, other people can come back after my unalivement and try to sue them. So that is why corporate businesses and their policies currently do not allow me to work a traditional job.
So tell me how Medicare has affected your situation or
So
Medicaid.
right, so I was not qualified for the Medicare because I had missed 1 year of work. And, the system is broken due to the 5 year area that they count in order to get those credits, right?
Okay.
So the Medicaid system has now dropped by 38% of funding currently across the whole board. And now these treatments that I'm needing are not covered by specialty care programs. So, where I'm also from the state of Oklahoma, everybody can look up a law that's been also introduced at the same time where Oklahoma government is trying to cut Medicaid by 50%. So that means my medications totaled out across the board would actually be about $17,000 to $21,000 a month if that actually goes through, because I'm on 13 medications and they only cover 7 medications a month.
Okay. Okay. So, all right.
So they don't cover heart transplants. They don't cover any of that anymore at this current moment in time. Now, if there's a way that we could figure out across the board to send it in for the congressmen and senators to get our voices heard, maybe things could change later on.
Yeah.
But at this current moment, we are in a situation of it is what it is. And currently across the board for all transplants, including, cardiac to pulmonary to neurological areas, these areas are not covered at the current moment for specialty care.
Okay. What? So, tell me about your family there. What's the family situation?
I have 2 daughters, one who is 11, and my other daughter is 21, fixing to be 22, with a 3 year old and a 5 year old. I love my grandkids completely to death, but they cannot currently help me at all with what I'm going through for funding. They've been here to help out and been here to stay by my side.
Okay. All right. So this is what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna see Emily. Thank you for coming in. Emily, I'm gonna ask you if you can. I'm gonna send you a post. I'm gonna ask you if you can post it. This is Liam who's been up here and is telling us about the problems that he's facing, needing a heart transplant, and we need to actually try to raise some money for him. So hopefully you can pass on the message and see if someone can see who can help and just use our contacts to just pass on the message here. And so how much have we raised so far for the 26,000 so far?
We have raised $4,094.
Okay. You said how much again? Because it cut out. It cut out. What? How much? Okay.
$4,954.
So we still need 22,000, something like that.
Yes, sir.
All right.
On the board.
Okay. All right. So I so the I got the posts out there. I've been working on a couple other some things for you, and we're gonna start nailing it out tomorrow. Hey, Mama,
As a
nice. Go ahead.
as a thoracic surgeons and vascular surgeon has said, in the reality of the situation for pre-op and post-op, with medical areas and things that I will need in a new housing area that they will have to obtain with me. Normally this is about 125 to $150,000 area, but like we've spoken over the phone, and I've stated that I'm only worried about getting the transplant currently, and then we will figure out nonprofits, more grants, and so forth to help out with that other aspect later on.
Yeah, let's first try. Let's first get you on the list and make sure we can cover
Because other
that.
people need this help as well as I do.
Yeah. Yeah.
And I believe in, all of us need to help one another and being there for one another. Because if not, the world will stay broken.
Yeah. True.
As long as I'm able to live and start this process, that is what means the most to me in order to live a quality of life.
Yep.
Because without this happening, it only takes 6 to 11 months for the left main valve to fully block, 100% occlude.
Yeah. Oh, brother, we're gonna try our best, and I'm gonna get as many people out here this um post it and send it, and see who we can get over here to donate. And we have a little bit over 60 days, but if we push out hard every day, we should be able to get to your goal.
Yes, sir, and that's what I've been trying to do for about 6 months here. I'm very appreciative of the communities who's helped so far, and for you guys who are helping now currently and helping me. I greatly appreciate all the support. And I'm willing to do AMAs where people can write a list of 20 to 50 questions, and we can do a full AMA Ask live as well
All right.
on
Well,
all platforms.
let's get together and reach out to some, and I'll reach out to some, and we'll make it. We'll see what we could do to make it happen. You know.
Greatly appreciate you guys
No,
more than you even know right now.
no
Because
problem,
I've been at
brother.
my wits' end of allowing myself to go back to the negativity area of, am I going to stay alive or am I going to unalive? And with that aspect, there's 30, 45 minutes, maybe an hour a day where my mind roams like, what happens when I don't get this funding? I don't want to be on full life support if I cannot have quality of life
Yeah.
until I can get the transplant, because on the Medicaid system, they will pull the plug after that 30, 35-day mark. So if it happens and I can get a heart and they can guarantee that if they put me into an induced coma, then I'm willing to do that. But if I'm deteriorating so fast later on at the same time, and they know that they're not going to do that, I'd rather live in peace
Yeah. I understand.
until, But we're trying right now, and I'm staying positive on every negative situation because we have to remember to enjoy tomorrow more than we did today, because tomorrow is never promised to us. And every day is a brand new day, a brand new part of life, a brand new chapter for everybody.
Yeah. So this is what we'll do. Um, we're gonna talk tomorrow. Gonna. I have a. I've talked to some of my friends, and they're all gonna post it out, and then I'm gonna see who they know, so we can get more attention on this issue and more support for you. So,
Yes, sir. And to let everybody know, I do go live Monday, Wednesday, Friday with the cardiac therapy team and the thoracic therapy team at 10:15 Central Time in the morning. And then we are figuring out live times for evening and afternoon of everyday aspect so people can see what I'm dealing with on both sides of the medical treatment when I'm there and what I do on my own spare time as well.
All right, brother. We love you, and you know you have my number, so I'm sure I will hear from you in the morning before I post this out. I want to clear some pictures with you before I post them, and then we'll just keep on going. All
Greatly
right.
appreciate that.
All right.
And I love you guys as well.
Love you too, man. So I'll talk to you in the morning, um, and let me see what I can do with cutting up this video, and
Yes, sir.
see if I can make some good posts out of it, and we'll go from there. And if you need me, call me, brother. Okay.
Definitely will.
All right.
So I'm
Talk to you.
gonna finish doing some clothes, wrapping it up with cardiac therapy in the morning. The people will be here at 7 o'clock in the morning, so we can get on the road 3 hours away, to the rehab center. So we will be alive at 10:15 in the morning.
All right, brother. Call me after that. Let me know how it went.
Definitely.
All right. I'll talk to you soon, Mama. I'm gonna call you in the book of faces. All right. Talk to you guys later.
Have a wonderful evening.
You too.